think about this for a minute. Think about if you were having an issue in your feet and legs where you were having a constant burning sensation to the point that you could hardly walk, and it was to the point where like sometimes it would go numb and then it would just come back in a very intense tingling feeling. So you decided that maybe you should go to a specialist, and once you go to a cardiovascular specialist, they pretty much told you that you have two options. You can either come in and have a procedure where they just put stents in your legs to help open up the blood flow, or on the following Monday, you can come in and have your leg amputated. This was a shocking first-hand scenario that one of my family members went through less than a year ago because she smoked. Smoking and banning cigarettes is important because the CDC says that nearly 9 out of 10 cigarette smokers tried smoking by the age of 18. So I hope to show you the negative effects that smoking can have on your body before you experience them firsthand. Today I'm going to talk about the effects that smoking has on your body, the effects that smoking can have on the people around you, which is also called secondhand smoke, and what laws the government has already placed against smoking. Okay, so the effects that smoking has on your body. Smoking has significant short-term effects on your body, including yellowing and browning of your teeth, says an article from Miracola. But if you continue to smoke, these short-term effects can turn into long-term irreversible issues such as tooth loss and gum disease, and both of which are very painful, says Dr. Troy Weed, which is my dad, in an interview I had with him. Tooth loss and gum disease can lead to loneliness because people don't want to be around you if your breath smells really bad and you have no teeth. According to the CDC, smoking damages blood vessels and can make them thicker and grow narrower, which is what this picture depicts. And
report to the East or the health office.
On whitequit.com, it also talks about how nicotine, besides being addictive, has a very powerful effect on the arteries throughout your body. Nicotine is a stimulant which speeds up your heart rate by about 20 beats per minute with every cigarette. After seeing both of these effects, you can come to the conclusion that smoking causes increased heart rate and cardiovascular issues. This can cause you to have more health problems, which will lead to you needing to go to the doctor, which can cause a financial burden. I'm sure all of you have seen this video before, but this is another first-hand account.
I want to give you some tips about getting ready in the morning. A lot of you now. Then when you're heading way to bike, and now you're ready to move the leg.
This lady, she had cancer in her throat and in her lungs, and this caused her to have a permanent trach, which can be very painful, and then a lot of questions and a lot of looks. Another long-term effect can be cellulitis, and this is what happened to a family friend of mine before she went to the doctor. And it can happen to anyone, but if you smoke, it's way more likely. And it's a very painful disease. It can happen anywhere in your body, but it's mostly found in your legs or your arms because that's where your blood flow, like it's harder for your blood to get all the way to your feet. And it burns and can be very tender to the touch. Secondhand smoke and what smoking can do to those around you. 98% of children say that they wish that their parents would stop smoking, and 82% of children wish that their parents wouldn't smoke in front of them at home. And also on the website Parent Info, it states that children who are around people who smoke are more likely to develop asthma and ear, nose, and chest infections because of secondhand smoke. This is what a normal tube in your throat looks like, and then after developing asthma, this is what it ends up. So it gets really tight, and that's what causes the lack of airflow. In teens and adults, they can develop lung cancer and heart disease if exposed to secondhand smoke for too long, and this also came from ParentInfo.com. Let's discuss what secondhand smoke is. From the National Cancer Institute, secondhand smoke, also called environmental smoke, involuntary smoke, and passive smoke, is a combination of side stream smoke, the smoke given off by a burning tobacco product, and mainstream smoke, the smoke exhaled by smokers. And what the government has done so far to ban cigarettes, obviously tobacco and cigarettes aren't completely banned in the US yet, but they have made some major strides over the last 60 years. And according to a timeline published by the FDA, in 1965, the government passed the Federal Cigarette Labeling and Advertising Act. It required a health warning on cigarette packages along with annual reports to Congress about the tobacco industry. In 1970, the Public Health Cigarette Smoke Act was passed, and it required better health warnings to be put on cigarette packages, and it also prohibited cigarette advertisements from TV. So this, if you were alive back then, you would have saw many advertisements like this one and the one I'm about to show you.
Here they come now.
Well, back to the ladies. It's some more dancing at Bodywork. Right, Twinkle Toes.
Which darling?
Mr. Flintstone.
Greetings, Rocky White Boy. Pack of Winston's, please.
Ah, you like them Winston cigarettes, huh, Mr. Flintstone?
But of course, they really got something.
You bet you like. Folks who really enjoy smoking know it's what's up front that counts, and that's where Winston steps out ahead of the crowd with their exclusive filter blend. Choice golden tobaccos, specially selected and specially processed for filter smoke.
Hold it, hold it.
What you mean?
What are you pitching Winston's at me for? You know I never smoked nothing else.
Just practicing, Mr. Flintstone. Everybody knows that.
Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should.
Yeah.
See you soon.
And the rest of this video, he pretty much just goes home and takes his wife out. In 1988, there was an amendment to the Federal Aviation Act, which made domestic flights of 2 hours or less be smoke-free. And in 1992, the Sinar Amendment enacted a law prohibiting the sale and distribution of tobacco to minors. And in high school, like in the 80s, you could go into the bathroom and there would be people smoking, and obviously now that's like not a thing because of this act. In 2000, the Wendell H. Ford Aviation Investment and Reform Act was passed, and it prohibited smoking on all flights between the United States and foreign locations. Now, on the state level, many states have also taken it upon themselves to help cut down smoking and exposure to secondhand smoke. In Kansas House Bill 2221, it pretty much states that there can be no smoking in any indoor facilities, including restaurants and bars, and this went into effect on July 1st, 2010. It, however, does exclude casinos and racetrack game floors, as well as smoking-specific rooms in hotels. I found all of this information from a PDF of the House bill. Other states such as California, Colorado, and Arizona also have pretty much identical Clean Air Acts. But in states like Arkansas, they have a Clean Air Act that excludes restaurants and bars, which, in conclusion, smoking affects your body and it also affects the people around you. And secondhand smoke.
10th graders
And the
last
government
names are
so
through
far
Y.
has
Report
made a
to
lot of
the East Florida
strides
Health Office.
to ban
10th graders
smoking.
are through Y.
And
Report to
I
the health
hope
office.
that after listening to this speech, I have persuaded you to shy away from smoking and to take action against it. So hopefully one day the government will completely ban cigarettes.